So hi, I'm Alexandra and I'm from Chicago, but I'm based in Mexico City. I've always known that I wanted to be an artist since I was little. Like I remember in first grade they did a what do you want to be, and I was like, I want to be an artist, and then it never changed. It's about who you know, so it was many years of trying to figure out and just sort of knocking on doors. And then I feel like once I managed to get my foot in the door, it really took off, and now it's been easier and easier just to keep putting yourself out there constantly and never stop. You have to keep showing people, because if you don't show people your art, people don't know that you're making art. So you have to be literally in the streets selling prints for a couple of dollars and doing whatever you can to get people to remember who you are and what your work looks like. I really just sort of opened myself up to the energy that I feel, the creative flow that I feel, and I let whatever comes out come out. My style will sort of vary between different phases, sometimes more surrealistic, and right now I'm feeling very feminist, and like everything I've done has been feminist, just sort of coming out. But it's very much a flow state. I don't put too much thought or effort into it. I don't sketch. Before I do a painting, I just start painting. Whatever comes of it, comes of it. And usually I have a decent idea, and it just sort of falls out. The painting and what I'm trying to do with it is taking incredible picture after incredible picture, and I want to paint them all. So I'm really just in that mood, and I'm finding that with each picture I have some way to make it feminist or, like sapphic. But sometimes it's just, sometimes I sit down and I'm like, I feel like putting purple, and I just start putting purple. And so it depends on what I'm painting. I want people to look at my art and see a reflection of themselves, because a lot of my work is very personal. It's really beautiful when people see it and respond emotionally. Like I've seen people cry and laugh and like get anxious. I really like that, and I like invoking that in people. I think art is supposed to make you a little uncomfortable. Sometimes I don't really care what the audience feels, and it's more just like, if I don't paint this right now, it's gonna be pent up, and it feels really good to get it out. It's like therapy. And then I also really like the idea of, because I'm so chaotic and my ADHD definitely comes out in how I paint, my different subject matter can change month by month. And I kind of want to be recognized for how it feels, not for how it looks, and I think that it should be recognized that that's valid as well, because a lot of different artists, some of the greatest artists of our time, change a lot. And I think that that's very valid and beautiful, and I think it should be celebrated. One of them is Leonora Carrington. I came to Mexico with an ex-partner, and his godfather had had a hand in organizing one of Leonora's plays in the garden of the Modern Art Museum in Chapultepec. And I didn't know who she was, but that was one of the first things I did when I came to Mexico, was go to this play, and you like walk through the play. It's like happening in the park. It was so cool. And then I learned about her, and she's very similar to me, she comes from an Anglo-cultural situation with a higher-up family, and then decided that that wasn't what she wanted in life, and just moved to, and I think I felt really connected with that. And then she pushed me a lot to paint. And when I came here to like actually put my nose to the grindstone and paint and get as much out as I can and explore my style and things like that. And then the other artist who is probably my favorite painter, her name is Susu. It's just S-U-S-U. She's an oil painter. She also does a lot of sort of experimental work and a lot of self-portrait. I really like doing self-portraits. So I think that, and my self-portraits take on different forms. Sometimes it's actually me, and sometimes it's a building. Her art is so unique, and I would aspire to have such unique, recognizable work.